Propagation of errors. So far we have seen addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of two quantities with errors and how the errors propagate in addition and subtraction, multiplication and division, etc. But the real life problems get complex. For instance, even the volume of a cone, which is 1 by 3 pi r square h, where this is not just a product of two quantities, it's a quantity with power 2 is multiplied with another quantity. And if you take, say, the force between two masses, it is g m1 m2 by r square, which is again two quantities are divided by a quantity with power 2. So the powers vary, etc. So let us make a general case here. Let us choose one quantity, a general quantity z, which is calculated using quantities a, b and c, whose powers are p, q and r. In such case, the error is going to be delta z, error in z going to be the power of a times delta a by a plus power of b times delta b by b and plus power of c times delta c by c. So in this video we will be seeing how this is, number one, and how we are going to apply these things in real formulas. So that's what we are going to look at in this session. Okay, let's make a general case first. Because a is a plus or minus delta a, because a with some error and b with some error and c with some error, because of that the calculated quantity z will have some error delta z. And you see, here we are going to do something else. What is that? Within this whole thing, within this bracket, you take a alone out. Within this bracket, 1 plus or minus delta a by a, but the whole power p is there. And within b, you take b out, 1 plus or minus delta b by b whole power q. And c, if you take out 1 plus or minus delta c by c whole power r. Now let us take, you know this thing, if you have xy power 3, it is x power 3 into y power 3. Similarly, here a b power p means a power p, the whole thing b power p. Here it is a power p into 1 plus or minus delta a by a whole power p into b power q into 1 plus or minus delta b by b whole power q. But the whole thing power r, when you bring this up, it is c times 1 plus or minus delta c by c whole power minus r. Then this can be written as c power r and 1 plus or minus delta c whole power minus r. So the quantities, let us collect these three quantities together. This is minus r. So a power p, b power q and c power minus r will come, that is c power r. Let it be together. Now 1 plus or minus delta a by a whole power p into 1 plus or minus delta b by b whole power q into 1 plus or minus delta c by c whole power minus r is still there. And here if you take z out, it is 1 plus or minus delta z by c. Because we know that z is a power p, b power q and c power r, these two will be cancelled. Now what you are getting here is 1 plus or minus delta z by z equal to 1 plus or minus delta a by a whole power p, 1 plus or minus delta b by b whole power q, 1 plus or minus delta c by c whole power minus r. Now two things we are going to do. in binomial expansion, you know, there is a prerequisite video I have put on that. Just watch it if you don't know. In binomial expansion, when you have power delta A, this x, we know that 1 plus x whole power n is just 1 plus nx. The other terms we will just neglect it. If you have 1 plus x whole power minus n means 1 minus nx. So using that, here 1 plus or minus p times n times delta A by A into 1 plus or minus q times delta B by B into 1 plus or minus r times delta C by C. So it is 1 plus or minus p delta A by A into 1 plus or minus q delta B by B into 1 minus or plus r delta C by C, because minus into plus becomes minus, minus into minus becomes plus. But the thing is, we don't even require that because it's an error. So we have already seen that in order to give minimum guarantee, we have to allow for maximum error. So we will be looking at only the sum of the errors. So the errors won't be like find the difference, or it won't be reduced. So 1 plus p delta A by A into 1 plus q delta B by B into 1 plus r delta C by C. When you multiply this and this, these two terms, 1 plus 1 into 1 q times delta B by B, and then again plus p times 1, this one is p times delta A by A, and when you multiply this, pq into delta A delta B by AB whole multiplied by 1 plus r delta C by C. But delta A is small value, delta B is small value, the product of these two small values, even a smaller value, that divided by AB is even negligible. Remember, I gave an example. If delta A is 0.01 and delta B is simply 0.1, the product of which will be 0.001, and when you divide that with some finite quantity, the value becomes even smaller, and hence we can easily neglect. That is the reason why here, even in the binomial expansion, we are not going beyond two terms. Okay, so go back and watch the binomial expansion thing, and here this one is negligible, that means 0. So now you have three terms, you need to multiply with these two terms. 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times r delta C by C. This q times 1 is q times delta B by B, q times delta C by C. So qr into delta B by delta B delta C by BC, which is again negligible, we don't need to write that. So if you want, I will write it for you. So qr into delta B delta C by BC. Then when you have this one multiplied by this is p times delta A by A. When this multiplied by this, PR times delta A delta C by AC. These terms are all negligible. So what we have on the left hand side is 1 plus or minus delta Z by Z equal to 1 plus, I'll write this first, P times delta A by A plus Q times delta B by B plus R times delta C by C. These two will be cancelled. So the error delta Z by Z equal to P delta A by A plus Q delta B by B plus R delta C by C. This is how it works. But how do we apply this? For instance, this is for a general formula. If Z equal to A power P, B power Q and C power R. Suppose you have something like this. So volume of a cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. So 1 by 3 pi constants, you can leave that. So delta V by V equal to, here what happens, if a power p is there, p times delta a by a is appearing. Here r power 2 is there, 2 times delta r by r multiplied with h. So it is delta h by h, because h power 1 is there. So 1 time delta h by h. Suppose volume of a cube, sphere, 4 by 3 pi r cube. If you calculate volume of a cube using radius, if r is r plus delta r, then volume error delta v by v, fractional error, is 4 by 3 pi is a constant that will not have any value. So 3 times delta r by r, so and so on. So we will see some examples as to how to do it. Then we will be completely like knowing how to apply.